And now it's time for a rundown on some of our national and international headlines for this Thursday, May the 18th, 2017. I cannot believe that we are almost halfway through the year. Thousands hit the streets in Athens and Thessaloniki to protest the latest austerity cuts in Greece. Yes, it's still a problem. And yes, the people who are protesting were the union members, including the police, basically saying that you have no right to tell us that we can't have these retirements that we were promised. It's going to be a problem because if they can't get this under control, they're going to go bankrupt again, and it's going to suck all of the EU down with them. The latest in the Trump-Russia connections, President Putin has now waded into the middle of it, offering to release a recording, which is interesting, because that would mean that Lavrov would have to have been recording the meeting that he was having with President Trump. So while people are pointing their fingers at Trump saying, you revealed secrets, well, this diplomat was committing an act of espionage too. Hey, everybody's spying on everybody. Also, there's more on how the U.S. media is apparently trying to provoke Trump's impeachment with this whole Michael Flynn connection and the memos with former FBI Director Comey and whatever else. British bookies are now at a point where they're actually betting, the gamblers are betting that Trump will not finish his term in office. And he's going to leave early for some reason or another. I don't know if you heard about it or saw the video. President Erdogan from Turkey, when he was visiting Trump, outside the Turkish ambassador's residence, there were some Kurdish protesters. And Erdogan's bodyguards roughed them up, beat them, kicked them while they were on the ground, including some women. And this violent clash, and protesters got caught on video, 9 people injured. By the way, in case you're wondering what would happen if North Korea actually fired a nuclear weapon at the United States, if it could reach the mainland, which they're saying it might not be able to, might could, we don't know for sure, Trump would only have 10 minutes, 10, to figure out what to do. That's how quick this would happen. The missiles, if they can go all the way to Washington, D.C., they'd get there between 30 and 39 minutes. They'd hit the West Coast in far less than that. So keep that in mind as you're going about your week. Really, any time we could be going into World War III. Isn't that happy news? I don't know if you heard about the latest journalist killed in Mexico. It's like a whole wave of reporters being executed. The latest one happened on Monday, broad daylight. Javier Valdez, 50 years old, shot dead in broad daylight. And now protesters are demanding justice. The problem, of course, is that we're dealing with reporters who have been exposing the drug war, and not just the criminals on the side of the drugs, but also the criminals on the side of the government. So they're exposing all of this corruption. And anyway, there's protests going on for that this week. Chelsea Manning was released from military prison on Wednesday. And I don't know, there's so many issues with that particular thing, between the fact that Manning went to the superior officers and said, hey, look, here's evidence of war crimes, and was basically told to shut it down, and tried to reach out to congressmen and was told to shut it down. And so Manning did the next thing that he thought he could do to try to bring light to the fact that war crimes were being committed, including the killing of journalists caught on video. Well, released it to WikiLeaks, and then was convicted of espionage for doing that. Manning's sentence was commuted by President Obama, released from military prison on Wednesday. And there, once again, are many more stories than we have time for. Make sure you become a member, well, a subscriber, I should say. A paid subscriber gets a 30 to 40-minute audio form of the news, which is emailed directly to your inbox Monday through Friday. You can actually download it to your iPod and listen to the news on your way to work. Last story, a new major study finds that there is no such thing as fat but fit, and that'll be the subject of my commentary today. Check it out, radiofreespeech.com.